Hey everybody, this is Frill. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 and our playthrough as Fascist Argentina here. So we are preparing an invasion of Peru, and I was thinking between episodes that we should probably pull this army off of what they're doing. Let's cancel all their orders and actually do a naval invasion of Lima here. We'll have these guys that were on the border here sweep in through the mountains, and we'll do a naval invasion from here and head to Lima. So this army is currently exercising. That's not what we want. So we will need to gain both air and some ships on a mission, which we'll set that up here. We will go ahead. We've got some guys in reserve here. Put these fighters together. So they'll be deploying there. Okay, we'll start progressing time because these guys are going to need to move. I don't think there's a way to strategically redeploy, as far as I know. So we did cancel all their orders. Let's get them going on over here. And actually, so yeah, my main thought on this is I saw that they already have 20 guys on the border here, and we had 18 here. So we're going to need to beef up our invasion a little bit here. So let's change the province here that these guys are going to, and we'll just have them set up on the border too. Need to increase our conscription rates too. We're a little bit low. Yes, and then we need to, so yeah, we have some questions. Peruvian sovereignty, certainly. So yeah, we need to get our navy over here and start assigning some missions. Actually, before we do that, we've actually got some new destroyers that have been built since the beginning of the series. That we had that naval dockyard that's been pumping them out ever so slowly since the beginning. So I thought that this takes 20 or 70 days to plan a naval invasion, but I'm not seeing anything that's counting down here. Okay, they are still preparing. It's telling me that. There are no units assigned to this order. So total limit is actually 10 is what it's telling me there. So let's unassign this guy. Put him on the front up here. Interesting convenience there that there was a limit of 10. So Control-click to assign units to this order. Okay, so I think that is the order now. They need 30 convoys. We have plenty of convoys. We're using 9. We have 30 for this planned naval invasion. There we go. We haven't really done much naval invasions before so far, so this is a learning experience. Also, even with the Navy, I haven't focused on much with the navies here. Actually, I think we had some aircraft that need to be... Let's select everybody here. Get them ready to go here, and we'll set air superiority, close air support on everything. Day and night, and no retreat. No retreat, no surrender. See, I don't think we're going to be going off on our exact date, but we'll see. 70 days, so 2 months. In April, about April 6th or 7th, then we can go ahead and start this. I thought I merged this up already. but apparently not. But yeah, I think I'll split up our Navy fleet. Have some guys doing a shore bombardment, probably our battleships, and maybe cruisers. And let me just make sure that everybody here is also assigned to this order. Merge these guys up and then get our battleships and cruisers. Are we able? Do we have another Navy commander here? Ah, they can only be changed in ports. So otherwise, this guy, though, we can do search and destroy, I think is what we want, and we will set the Peruvian coast and the South American coast. We are getting in later into 1939, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start getting some events going on, say in Slovakia, alliances formed, things like that. This is our battleship. Let's... Oh yeah, we were going to assign an admiral. That's what it was. I don't really know if we need to assign an admiral, but we'll see what we can do. And we've got our extra research slot. That's pretty useful. New commander costs 5 political, or admiral. I guess they're calling it a commander. Let's just get one going just in case we need it later in the future. We can start building up a little bit of experience with him. We have no Navy or air experience for that matter at the moment. So we have this new research slot available. What should we do? Let's go ahead and start researching Light Tank 1. Get that going. Still about a month out on anything else. Oh yes, and we need to set our national focus too. Let's go ahead and do military youth. Yeah, I thought we were done this, but apparently not. It was to get that to that paramilitarism, very useful. Decreases our training times, which will be increasing shortly because we're going to change our... Actually, we need to change our export focus as well. Limited conscription over to extensive conscription, I think is what we'll do. How close are these guys? About halfway there. And we will be finishing justifying our war here momentarily. There it is. So we have 2 months to declare that. We've actually got some more forces that have been built up here, I noticed. So let's go ahead and assign them both to the front line and to this mission that we're going to do. I mean, the plan is hopefully to succeed with his naval invasion first before these guys. Basically, we need this. There's a victory point here, and then obviously there's a ton of victory points in the capital. So I don't see anything else in the north side here, so we should be good. All right, so we can. Would it be more important to do expert focus? I think if we are, I always say expert focus. I don't know, export focus. Limited exports would actually, with export focus, we get better research time. The main thing here is this resources to market would go down quite substantially to only 25%. And the reason we want to do that is because we're trading away a lot of steel and probably tungsten as well. Like, we really wouldn't need to be trading as much if we actually changed that focus there. So, but for now, I think I'm going to change to extensive conscription. Let's see, our manpower went up from about 500k to 830. So as soon as this guy is done planning this invasion, I think we'll go ahead and start the invasion. I was looking, and if we get down to this ideological fanaticism, that would increase our national unity back up to 70. It's plus 5%. And we have improved artillery, something that we're probably not going to use, but I'll check to see if we actually can change our line over there, our production line. Yeah, I think improved artillery we will. I might have said otherwise before, but that's not correct. This one, because it doesn't say, yeah, it says enabled improved artillery, so that means new production line can be established. So we're doing light tank, we're doing support battalions. That recon will be very useful. Infantry's all good. Mechanized is a little bit out. Did we do an air doctrine yet? I think we should start. Actually, before we do an air doctrine, I want to get 1936 fighters. Let's do that. Just see if there's anybody new. Nope. This is going to be probably a more difficult battle than we've previously seen through this series, so this should be some good stuff coming up here. So we have the fate of Czechoslovakia. German troops have crossed into Bohemia and Moravia, ostensibly to restore order to the regions in the wake of the collapsing Czechoslovakian government. In Prague, the occupying forces announced the creation of an autonomous protectorate within the German Reich. With German support, Slovakia has been declared independent under the leader Joseph Tiso. The nation of Czechoslovakia is no more. So much for peace. Did we just have an agreement with Neville Chamberlain just a few months back? See, our world tension is going up, and now we have in Albania Zog submits to Italy. An ultimatum has been delivered to the Albanian government by the Italian diplomats, demanding that they submit to complete military occupation. King Zog has abdicated after realizing the futility of resistance, and Albania is now ruled in a personal union under King Victor Emmanuel III. That's the King of Italy. Italy looks to the Balkans, another victim of Mussolini's ambitions. Yeah, things are heating up in Europe. And we're actually ready to do our declaration of war. Here we go. It's a good thing they changed this Monroe Doctrine, isn't it? So I think we just built a new guy here because he's a little bit low on morale, but we won't add him in there. We slow down our speed just a little bit and actually go ahead and turn on. I should have done this before I declared war, but there we are. So we'll start this off. We actually are over our limit. And what is the negative for that? It probably isn't very good, so let's remove somebody from this. And actually, let's go ahead and just create another with this guy. We'll create a new army, and we'll put this guy in it as well. And we'll just have them defend the front line, and that's all they'll do. Alright, and we need to get this naval invasion is ready to go. There we go, you can see it's being activated. There are 7 guys there, 4 divisions, so that's a little worrying. So far winning this battle, though. The song playing on the soundtrack is one of my favorites. It's actually originally was in the East vs. West, the cancelled Hearts of Iron game soundtrack. think they used it in the trailer for that game, and I always thought it was really good. Our divisions are moving. I'm surprised Peru didn't have a navy of any sort, at least as far as we knew. We have air superiority and we're attacking from multiple directions. Actually, speaking of air superiority, we are... I think we did, but just want to double check. Yeah, we have everything ready to go here. 163 aircraft there in that field, almost to the max. I think I'm in the Navy map mode, or air map mode, there we go. Again, be getting some good experience for all of these guys. These guys should be arriving shortly, and they hopefully have shore bombardment. They will, almost assuredly. About to engage. Did the... unless we don't know intelligence-wise, I was going to say, did they just leave their capital? And they did. Wow, that is awesome. But we're probably... Yeah, we just captured some civilian factories. Okay, well, good AI on that one. We appreciate that. So we'll go ahead... Maybe work on just infrastructure. We have so many problems with infrastructure. These will just be worked on as they come online. We have some, because we captured Lima, this is we've got some new factories. They suddenly immediately come on. Actually got a ton of factories here. I'm almost thinking to create another line for, we've been building a bunch of destroyers. Maybe some light cruisers. I mean, they'll take forever to build, but there isn't really a production efficiency with these Navy ships either. Didn't really pay attention to that before. So we do have... Again, we know that this is incorrect. I think when these armies are engaged, they don't... Or maybe this is correct. No, we had already switched over to infantry equipment 2. Although, we actually have support equipment too. We could build a new line for that. So we don't have one. Yeah, we don't have one. That will be for our recon guys when we assign them. And actually, this will be a pretty big priority. We might even reduce that down and boost this up. We didn't research that yet, did we? Yeah, recon company's coming on in about 3 months. So once we do that, we'll have a recon company. We'll attach them to our infantry divisions and go from there. And we'll have to have that support equipment ready. So what is our actual war goal? They've almost capitulated, actually. If we can just capture this, which we're doing, this... however you say that province. I know you guys like my Spanish pronunciations. Arequipa. I do worry about these guys being on their own, surrounded, though. So that's why we kind of just need to totally focus on this. Capture this province as quick as possible, and this war will have gone way more easily than I thought it would have. So we need to do some more trading for now steel once again, too. Actually, with this, I'm going to go ahead and start justifying this on Ecuador, because I think we're going to be good, and this is going to take, I don't know, 170 days. We'll probably be doing a lot of upgrading of units here once we're not at war. How long before we... Are we actually... We're actually defending? Okay. Why defend? I want to attack. So this is some pretty good strategy I had here with capturing Lima. With the Navy invasion. Have to think about that in the future. I mean, what about... We could do that with even with Sao Paulo here. But I think they have a few more... We'll have to figure out where their victory points are in Brazil. So yeah, actually it does look like we're out of time for this episode, so we'll continue this war and hopefully finish it up near the beginning of the next one, and then we'll be building up our... I guess we'll be upgrading a lot of our units still to the 1939 infantry and justifying our war against Ecuador next. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit the like button, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.